She posted a quote, "The right person won't try to change you." After I asked her to stop flirting with guys online, I screenshotted it and texted her dad. "She's right. I'm done trying." Her whole family started blowing up my phone within the hour. I, 28, male, have been with Melissa, 26, for 3 years. We moved in together last year. Everything was great until about 6 months ago when she started getting really into fitness influencer culture. At first, I was supportive. She wanted to get in shape, started posting workout videos, gained followers, cool, whatever makes her happy. But then the DMs started. She'd be giggling at her phone constantly, and when I'd ask what's funny, she'd say nothing and turn her screen away. One night, she left her phone unlocked while showering. I know, I shouldn't have looked, but the notification preview showed some dudes sending fire emojis and "damn girl" comments. I opened her DMs and found conversations with at least 15 different guys. Nothing explicitly sexual, but lots of flirting, responding to their compliments with winky faces, heart emojis, "Ah, you're making me blush" type stuff. When she came out, I confronted her. She said I was being controlling and insecure, that it's just engagement and part of building her brand. I told her it made me uncomfortable. She said she'd tone it down. Spoiler, she didn't. Last week, I brought it up again. Asked her straight up to stop flirting with random dudes online. That's when she posted that quote on her story. "The right person won't try to change you." Something in me just snapped. Not in an angry way, more like clarity. She was right. I shouldn't try to change her. So, I screenshotted the story and sent it to her dad with the message, "She's right. I'm done trying." Within 20 minutes, my phone was going crazy. Her mom, her dad, her sister, they were all calling or texting. Her sister, Naomi, told me the family group chat had exploded and the news was spreading like wildfire. Even to their cousin who lives 3 states away. They were all asking what happened, telling me not to make any rash decisions, that they'll talk to her. Melissa came storming out of the bedroom, face red, screaming about how I had no right to involve her family. I just shrugged and said, "I thought you didn't want me trying to change things anymore. I'm staying at my buddy Derek's place now." Still getting texts from her family. Melissa herself has sent over 100 messages ranging from calling me manipulative to begging me to come home. Am I wrong here? I just agreed with her philosophy. Holy crap, this blew up. Thanks for all the support and the few of you calling me out. You made some valid points. So here's what happened next. Her dad, Marcus, asked to meet for coffee. I've always liked the guy. He's a straight shooter. Owns a small construction company. We sat down and he goes, "Son, what the hell is going on?" I showed him everything. The DMs, the flirting, how she responded when I brought up my concerns. His face got tighter with each screenshot. Finally, he sets down his phone and goes, "I knew she was obsessed with that online stuff, but I figured she was being smart. I guess I wanted to believe the best. I didn't raise her to act like this." Apparently, Melissa had been telling her family I was trying to control what she posted, making her delete photos, jealous of her success. Complete BS. Her dad asked if I'd be willing to try couples counseling. I said, "No, I'm done." Here's where it gets interesting. Remember how I mentioned we moved in together? Well, the apartment is in my name only. I'd been covering most of the rent since Melissa's influencer career wasn't exactly paying bills yet. Her dad didn't know this. He thought she was contributing equally. When I told him she needed to move out by the end of the month, he asked how much notice she had. I said 3 weeks, which is generous considering she's not on the lease. He just nodded and said he'd help her move. But Melissa, oh boy, when Daddy told her the real situation, she lost it. Suddenly, her tune changed completely. The messages went from, "You're controlling," to, "Baby, please, we can work this out." She even offered to delete her Instagram. I replied, "The right person won't try to change you. Remember." Then came the guilt trips. She started posting sad quotes about learning to love yourself after betrayal, and when someone you trust breaks your heart. Her followers were eating it up, commenting about what a queen she was and how she deserved better. If only they knew. Derek's been a real one through this. He said something that stuck with me. Bro, she didn't want a boyfriend. She wanted a safety net while she shopped for upgrades. His girlfriend, Priya, works in the legal field, which will become important later. Her sister, Naomi, reached out separately and confirmed what I guess the family had suspected but never wanted to admit. This isn't Melissa's first rodeo. She pulled similar crap with her ex 2 years ago, emotionally cheating on him with some gym bro who ended up ghosting her. The family just never knew how bad it truly was until now. I'm getting the locks changed tomorrow. Buckle up because this got wild. So, Melissa was supposed to move out last Friday. Her dad had arranged everything, even rented a U-Haul. I made sure to be out of the apartment from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. to avoid drama. Derek came with me to the gym, then we grabbed food and watched the game at a sports bar. I get home around 7 p.m., and she's still there. Not just still there. She's rearranged the living room, lit candles, wearing lingerie I'd never seen before. There's takeout from my favorite restaurant on the table. Surprise, baby. I thought we could have a romantic evening and talk things through. I didn't even respond. Just turned around, walked out, and called her dad. Marcus was pissed. Apparently, Melissa told him I'd agreed to give her another month. He apologized profusely and said he'd handle it. 20 minutes later, I get a text from Melissa. Fine, be that way, but I'm not leaving until you formally evict me. I know my rights. Oh really? That's how we're playing this? See, what Melissa didn't know is that Derek's girlfriend, Priya, is a paralegal. She'd already warned me this might happen. She helped me print out the specific state statute regarding guests versus tenants and coached me on what to do. Since Melissa's not on the lease and I have Venmo receipts showing she only contributed to groceries occasionally, she's legally considered a guest. I'd already given her written notice via text, which her dad confirmed receiving 3 weeks ago. I called the non-emergency police line, explained the situation, and mentioned the specific statute. 2 officers showed up, reviewed my documentation for a few minutes, made a quick call to confirm procedure, and then told Melissa she had 1 hour to pack essentials and leave, or she'd be removed for trespassing. The meltdown was epic. She started Instagram living the whole thing, crying about how her narcissistic ex was making her homeless. Started claiming I was abusive, that she was scared of me, the whole 9 yards. The female officer shut that down real quick, pointed out I'd voluntarily left for 10 hours to let her move peacefully, and she chose not to. Then Melissa made a crucial mistake. She shouted, "Fine, but I'm taking everything I bought for this place." "Sure," I said. "Take what you paid for, y'all." She tried to take the TV, I have the best by receipt, the coffee maker, Amazon order in my name, even the damn air fryer, gift from my mom. The officers made her put everything back except her clothes, makeup, and the throw pillows she bought from Target. As she was leaving, she hissed, "You'll regret this. I have screenshots of you admitting to going through my phone. That's illegal." Priya had already told me looking at an unlocked phone left in a shared living space isn't illegal. The best part? In her rage-filled haste to pack, she fumbled her phone onto the couch, screen still lit up. She didn't even notice the live was still running. Her followers saw everything. Her lies, her meltdown, the officers calmly explaining she had no right to stay. The video got saved by several people before she deleted it. Marcus texted me later, "I'm mortified. This isn't how I raised her. I'm sorry, son. I'm honestly just relieved it's over. Or so I thought. Remember how I said I thought it was over? Haha. Nope." So, Melissa's been staying with her parents, and apparently, it's not going well. Naomi, her sister, has been keeping me updated because, in her words, someone needs to document this train wreck for future reference. First, the Instagram situation. After the live fiasco, Melissa lost about 3K followers in 2 days. Turns out people don't like watching someone lie in real time to cops. She tried damage control by posting a Notes app apology about being in a dark place and not handling the situation well. But the internet doesn't forget, and screen recordings were already circulating in the fitness influencer gossip forums. Then came the financial reality check. See, Melissa hadn't just been relying on me for rent. Girl was living her boss babe fantasy on my dime while saving her actual income. When her parents found out I'd been covering 80% of our living expenses while she bought $200 workout sets, they were livid. Marcus implemented what Naomi calls financial boot camp. Melissa now has to pay her parents $500 per month rent, show proof of job applications, real jobs, not brand partnerships, no access to the family credit card, and sell her excess workout gear to contribute to household expenses. The entitlement jumped out immediately. According to Naomi, Melissa threw a fit about the rent, saying, "I'm their daughter, not a tenant." Marcus responded with, "You're 26, not 16. But here's where it gets juicy. Remember those DMs with random guys? Well, one of them was Tyler, a semi-popular fitness YouTuber. Melissa had been cultivating this friendship for months. Guess who slid into her DMs the day after our breakup went public? Tyler invited her to collaborate. Said she could stay at his place since he had a spare room. Sure, January. Melissa jumped at the chance, telling her parents it was a business opportunity. Naomi sent me screenshots of Melissa's texts from day 2 at Tyler's. This apartment is smaller than it looked in videos. He wants me to pay half the groceries. WTF? Why is his spare room just a couch? He keeps trying to film me doing squats from weird angles. By day 4, Tyler apparently invited another female collaborator over. Melissa found them making content in her filming spot. When she confronted him, he said, "I thought we were keeping this professional. Don't act like a girlfriend when you're just a colleague." She lasted 5 days before calling Marcus to pick her up at 2 a.m. from a gas station. During the ride home, she cried about how all men are trash. Marcus asked her, "What exactly did you think would happen when you monkey branched to a guy you met through flirty DMs while you had a boyfriend?" Radio silence. But the real kicker, yesterday, I got a formal letter from a lawyer. Melissa is threatening to sue me for illegal eviction and emotional distress. She wants $10,000. I couldn't believe my luck when Priya said her boss, an actual attorney who specializes in this stuff, was willing to look at it as a favor to her. He laughed so hard he nearly choked on his coffee. He helped me draft a response outlining the legal notice period I gave, police documentation of the incident, her own Instagram live admitting she refused to leave, screenshots of her admitting to the DM situations, and Venmo history showing her minimal financial contributions. We also included a counter-notice that if she pursues this frivolous lawsuit, I'll countersue for the unpaid rent. Her lawyer, who I suspect is some friend of a friend, responded within a day that his client would be reassessing her legal options. Meanwhile, I signed a lease on a new apartment downtown. 1-bedroom, gym in the building, and 0% chance of finding influencers doing ring light photo shoots in the living room. Derek said it best. "Bro, you didn't dodge a bullet. You dodged a whole missile. It's been 3 weeks since everything went down and I finally have closure worth sharing." So, Melissa's legal reassessment apparently meant time to go nuclear on social media. She created a whole highlight reel called My Truth, with out-of-context texts, crying selfies about surviving narcissistic abuse, and a GoFundMe for her legal battle. I wasn't planning to do anything, but then she posted a video saying I financially abused her. That's when Priya's boss stepped in again and helped me draft a formal cease and desist letter, stating she had 48 hours to remove all defamatory content or face legal action. The meltdown was immediate, but not from Melissa, from Marcus. He called me directly. "I just saw the letter. What did she do now?" I sent him links to everything. The man went silent for a full minute. Then, "I'll handle this. Give me 24 hours. What happened next, according to Naomi, was a full family intervention. They sat Melissa down and showed her everything. The actual legal jeopardy, how her GoFundMe could be viewed as fraudulent, and screenshots from local professional groups where people were sharing her warning posts about me, showing her how it could affect her ability to get a real job. But the kill shot? Her brother, Cameron, who works in IT, had done a deep dive into her Instagram analytics. Her engagement was down 75%. Her remaining followers were mostly drama watchers, not potential customers. Melissa finally broke down and admitted she'd been in a full-blown emotional affair with a guy named Brad for the last month of our relationship, sending him photos and making plans to meet up. The room went dead silent. Then her mom, Linda, looked her in the eye and said, "You're a disappointment. That boy loved you and you threw it away to play Instagram model for strange men." Within 12 hours, all posts about me were deleted. The GoFundMe was canceled and her Instagram went private. But the universe wasn't done. Melissa reached out to Brad for comfort. His response, "Hey, sorry about your situation, but I'm actually back with my ex now. Good luck, though." Poetic justice. As for me, I'm doing great. Started therapy, which has been huge. I joined a boxing gym and even went on a date last week with a woman who doesn't know what a ring light is. It was refreshing, but I know it's going to take a while to really trust someone again. Marcus texted me yesterday. "I know it doesn't mean much now, but Linda and I consider you the son-in-law that should have been. Melissa is in therapy now. I'm sorry you got caught in her journey to rock bottom." I replied, "Thanks, Marcus. I hope she gets the help she needs." And I meant it. Naomi sent one last update. Melissa got an entry-level job at a marketing firm and is paying her parents back for the cost of the U-Haul and the gas money from the Tyler pickup. Her parents strongly insisted she stay off dating apps until she completes 6 months of therapy. My mom called last night. She ran into Linda at the grocery store, who apologized profusely and then said something that made my mom laugh. "I told Melissa if she ever dates another nice boy and pulls this crap again, I'm adopting him and disowning her. So that's it. No dramatic reconciliation, just consequences meeting entitlement. You deserve someone who doesn't need a backup plan. And remember, the right person won't try to change you, but they also won't use that as an excuse to disrespect you." I'm gonna go enjoy my drama-free apartment now. Peace out.